It's here. I have been waiting. What month is it? January? I have been waiting since May, I think, to get this box. I am so excited, and I'm gonna open it for the first time on camera with you guys. So, this box is the Once Upon a Book Club Volume 2 Bridgerton box. I got the Volume 1 box when it came out, while I was still a regular subscriber. My mom was an ambassador for them. She doesn't subscribe to them anymore, I don't think. But when this box came out, she was still a subscriber and ambassador, so she got me the exclusive download code to get it before everyone else. And I am very excited to see what's inside. So for those of you who have never heard of Once Upon a Book Club, normally what they do is they send you a box every month. And in that box is a book and some gifts, similar to Owl Crate. However, the way Once Upon a Book Club does it is the gifts mean something in the context of the book. So let's see, do I have any on the shelf behind me? This little Oregon Trail mug that I keep my bookmarks in came from the first book we got from Once Upon a Book Club when we started subscribing. I don't remember what it's called, but it was about the Oregon Trail, and it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And there was like a little mug, a little pair of scissors. There was this really cool poncho print blanket, and things like that. There was a box for instructions for dancing, which is my favorite Nicola Yoon book. And they had like a teacup and, you know, a bunch of really cute little things in there too. So all of the gifts go along with the book, and in the books are prompts on the page that the gift correlates to. So the Bridgerton box, I believe there's 2 to 3 gifts per book, and all of these books have exclusive covers that only Once Upon a Book Club will get. This is really big, hold on. Okay. So, first, we have the packet, the info packet. Inside is a really cool Lady Whistledown, Lady W's Society Papers, because they can't put Lady Whistledown, I guess. And on the back, it's actually signed by Julia Quinn, who is the author that wrote the Bridgerton series. So that's going to go right in my little bookmark cup. Another thing about Once Upon a Book Club is in all of their boxes, they include these cute little quote cards that have something to do with, that's a quote from the book, rather. So this quote says, "And she wasn't the sort to tolerate an unhappy life. She would simply have to make certain that hers was anything but." And it looks like the Lady Whistledown Society Papers. The next thing is the info packet. So this also comes in all of the Once Upon a Book Club boxes. And they usually have a couple different things in there. This one has social season trivia. How well do you think you know the Bridgerton family? And a menu on how to host the perfect Bridgerton tea party. And then there's a little thing on the back to compare and contrast the show and the books. I think I'm going to save this for February. So, a little sneak peek. I plan on doing a romance readathon the weekend of my birthday, which is February 10th. It's a Friday. And I'm going to read the last 4 Bridgerton books, plus the novella about Violet Bridgerton in that weekend. Or at least I'm going to try. We'll see how that goes. So, in this box, we have book 5 of Bridgerton, To Sir Philip with Love. I believe this is Eloise's story. And these are the exclusive covers. If you look at my channel banner cover photo, actually the books that are stacked up in that photo are the first 3, I believe, Bridgerton books, the exclusive OUABC covers. And with Sir Philip, it looks like we have a little present box for page 105. And that might be it. That can't be it. There's no way. Is this it? Yeah. And something on page 15. The next thing we have is When He Was Wicked. And these books go in birth order for the most part. Obviously, The Duke and I was about Daphne, and she was the third born. So, book 1 was Daphne, book 2 was Antony, and then Benedict, and then Colin, and those are the first 4 books. So the next would be Eloise. So this When He Was Wicked must be Francesca's story, and it has this pretty pink cover. And they all have these cool quotes on the back. There were a lot of things in life to be afraid of, but strangeness ought not be among them. And with When He Was Wicked, we have these 2 boxes. So they're both on page 320. So you gotta make it all the way to page 320 before you can open a box. So that's that. Next is It's in His Kiss, which I believe is Gregory's story. And it says, I would give the world to have one more person for whom I would lay down my life. And with that, we have one on page 375. Oh, here's another one for When He Was Wicked. This is on page 70. So we have, for In His Kiss, we have page 375 and page 290. And then we have On the Way to the Wedding, which would be Hyacinth's story. And I believe in the back of Hyacinth's story, there is also... I'm trying not to look too hard because I don't want to, ruin it for myself. Oh, I guess not. Dang. Okay. I could have sworn when I bought this, they said that the Violet Bridgerton story was going to be among these gifts, but I suppose not. So, On the Way to the Wedding, we have page 97. Come on, focus. Page 97 and page 327. So that's everything, and this box is enormous. That's everything that's in the Once Upon a Book Club Bridgerton Volume 2 collection. I'm going to be doing this romance readathon where I try to read all 4 of these books the weekend of February 10th. So I'll probably post the video the week after. If you are interested, come check it out. I'll be opening the gifts as I read them as well. And that's all. I'm really excited to read this book. I'm interested to see what the gifts are. I usually try to guess what the gifts are as I read. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I'm a little surprised and not necessarily in a good way. I'm also interested to see what the quality of the gifts are. Part of the reason I left Once Upon a Book Club as a subscriber was because their boxes take so long to ship and they aren't always truthful about how long it's going to take them to ship. And then once they arrive, I mean, it's not their fault if things break, but once they arrive, sometimes the gifts are a bit of a letdown, and I've found that I'm giving away more of the gifts from Once Upon a Book Club than I have been with Owl Crate since I started subscribing to them. So, I highly anticipated this box because I read The Duke and I on a whim when the show was coming out, and I watched half of the show and then read the book and then finished the show, and I loved both of them. Daphne's questionable morals aside, I really enjoyed the book. I really enjoyed the show. I think that they're just really fun reads. Like, obviously, they're not life-changing because they're Regency romances, but they're really fun, and I really like what Shonda Rhimes has been doing with the show. So I read all 4 of the books fairly quickly. It took me about 2 days to get through each of them. And that was reading leisurely, so I think I can probably get through all 4 of them in one weekend if the only thing I do is read. So we'll see how things go with the less talked about Bridgerton, I mean, other than Eloise, but like the less talked about Bridgerton siblings. I'm really excited. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!